Ja Morant is back in the news again. He has fumbled the bag once again by foolishly just being around the wrong people, showing a gun on Instagram. First it was his own, now it's his homeboy's Instagram. Fellas, we have to start learning from the stupid mistakes of other men. This is a prime example of it. Ja Morant, NBA superstar, should have made the All-Star team, should be eligible for a Supermax contract worth over $200 million. Brother got his own shoe, got the Nike deal, got the Powerade deal and everything. Brother's got it made. What is he, like 23 years old, 24, something like that? I mean, just all-star talent. But the fact that this is the second time you made the same stupid mistake in the last 2 months, Ja Morant, in the last 2 freaking months, Ja Morant, he's just hanging around the wrong people, trying to be about that thug life, act like he all hard, he for the streets and this, that, and the third. Sir, you have gotten to the NBA. Not only have you gotten to the NBA, you were the second overall pick. You play for the Memphis Grizzlies, all-star talent. Like, you have your whole life ahead of you. Why the hell are you hanging out with street dudes out here and have to feel like that you have to wave a gun around? If it's that serious, just hire security. What I don't understand for the life of me, why guys are hustling backwards. Ja Morant is hustling backwards. A lot of guys, they put in the work, they put the hours in the gym, they shooting in the gym to make it to the NBA, to get that contract, especially get a Supermax contract, to be the number one option of the team, to be the leader of a team, to make it to the All-Star selection and everything. And now you are caught again waving a gun on social media, Ja. You got suspended 8 games the first go round because Memphis stepped in and tried to take a soft blow for you so that the NBA, the commissioner, wouldn't come down hard on you. Now the NBA, they about to drop the hammer on your ass. You at least better expect to get suspended like 20, 25 games, maybe half the season. Some people call for Ja Morant to get suspended the entire season. The entire season. How many millions of dollars of that? Probably 40, 45, $50 million if he gets suspended for the entire season. What's going to happen with his deal with Nike? What's going to happen with his endorsement deal with Powerade and the other future endorsement deals? You don't think these companies are going to look at him a certain kind of way, going to drop him or deciding not to sign him because of how he decides to portray himself off the basketball court? See, when you become a public figure, when you become a celebrity, when you are a member of a major sports franchise, the NBA, the NFL, baseball, they hold you to a much higher standard. It's not only about who you are on the field, on the court. It's about who you are in these streets, who you are when people don't think that when you don't think the lights are on you, who you are in your day-to-day life, who you choose to hang around, Ja Morant. Why are you still hanging around the people when you had nothing, when you were, back in high school, back in college, and you were trying to get it out the mud? Dude, you made it. You made it to be into the NBA. You made it out the hood, but you still hanging around these hoodlums out here, dude. Like, what are you doing? The fact that Ja is fumbling the bag, he is hustling backwards, he is making all the wrong decisions, and he's not listening to counsel. He's not listening to guys like Shannon Sharp who said that the best behavior is change behavior. Ja, you apologize, but your apology means nothing if you continue with the same behavior. So the fact that you are continuing to hang out with these guys, continue to put yourself around the wrong people, continue to surround yourself with the same circle that got you in trouble the first time, now you got in trouble a second time. If you watch the video, dude is doing this with his hands, and what's next? Ja pulls out the blinky, and his homeboy knows that he was doing wrong, and he quickly got the camera out of Ja's face, but it wasn't fast enough for a screenshot. So now, Ja, you in a whole world of trouble. Memphis Grizzlies, they can't protect you this time. The NBA commission is about to come down real hard on you, Ja, and rightfully so, because the commissioner, has to set an example that this will not be tolerated. I don't care what the laws are in whatever state you in. I don't care what your Second Amendment right is. You are part of the NBA, and what they say is we frown upon players who do things detrimental to the league. You are supposed to be an example, Ja. You are supposed to be a role model. Kids are supposed to look up to you, Ja. What does it look like for a kid to look up to Ja Morant when he's waving a blinky around on social media, on IG Live? What does that look like? What kind of example are you setting for yourself, for your teammates, for the next generation by you waving the pew on IG Live? If it's that serious, hire security. Or if you just want to be about that life, then just leave the NBA alone and go about that life, Ja. But that's stupid. Because do you know how many guys work so hard to get to the NBA? Do you know how many guys put in so many hours, spend time in college and staying in the gym and doing so much to get to where you are, Ja Morant, and this is what you're doing? Fellas, pay attention to the mistakes of other men and realize that if you do these kind of things, these are going to be your consequences. He got suspended 8 games. It's at least going to be triple, quadruple the amount of games for doing the exact same thing a second time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. This is a shame on Ja Morant. He chose to pull out the gun. He knew he was on IG Live. He wasn't filmed by the paparazzi hiding in the bushes. He was sitting shotgun with his homeboys. He knew good and damn well he was on IG Live. He still decided to pull out the blinky. Ja, brother, you are this close from losing so much that you have worked hard for. You are this close to losing so much that men aspire to have. So many young cats coming up want to be just like you, want to be in your position, want to get the kind of money that you are getting. Not just the contract with the Grizzlies, but the deal with Nike, the shoe deal and the Powerade and all these other endorsement deals, because you were the 2nd overall pick, Ja. So fellas, just pay attention. Pay attention to the mistakes of other men and understand how you need to conduct yourself in this world. Yes, it may be legal in some states, but it's definitely frowned upon when you work for somebody else, when you are part of a major sports institution, when you are part of a sports franchise. They have a reputation to uphold. And yes, they want you on the team. Yes, you are the leader of the team. Yes, you are the 2nd overall pick in your draft class, but you keep doing things that are detrimental to the league, detrimental to their image, detrimental to their public relations, they will not hesitate to let you go and replace you. Fellas, be careful. Conduct yourself accordingly. If you have worked your butt off to get to where you are in life, you need to be mindful of the company that you keep. You need to be mindful of who you choose to hang out with. If they're not moving in the same direction that you're in, if they're not trying to elevate themselves the same way that you're trying to elevate yourself, if you have, put in the work and gone to college and maybe you're in corporate America, maybe you're trying to get into the NBA, maybe you're already in the NBA or whatever, if you still hanging out with dudes that are about that street life, dudes that are wheeling and dealing in these streets, dudes who need to carry firearms on their person. You don't need to surround yourself with that, because all it's going to do is bring you down. It's not going to elevate you. You're not surrounding yourself with people who want the best for you. If they truly wanted the best for Ja, they wouldn't even be making this gesture on IG Live. Fellas, just be careful of who you decide to hang out with. Be careful of who you keep in your circle. When you're young, your circle is going to be this wide pool of people. But as you get older, as you elevate yourself, as you get more in your purpose, get more into your career, get more into your grind, your circle will shrink. Your circle will get smaller. But it's supposed to, because you're only supposed to surround yourself with people who are moving in the same direction. Surrounding yourself with people who have the same ambitions, who have the same goals as you. They may not have the same career, but they have the same mindset. They have the same work ethic. They have a similar vision to what you have. You can feed off each other instead of them feeding off of you. Because if Ja Morant were to lose all his money, lose all these millions of dollars, these endorsement deals, the NBA contract, everything, are they still going to be his homeboys? Or are they just hanging out with Ja Morant because he's potentially worth $200 million? Anyway, make sure y'all like, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the situation. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.